you know you need a personal website because that's one of the best ways to showcase your skills, to present yourself professionally, and to leave a general first impression, especially if somebody is Googling your name. But when you think about the whole process, then so many questions come up, like what do I even put on the website? Who is doing the design? Who is doing the programming? And how do I put it on the internet? But maybe the most important question is, how much does it cost me? And just like that, the whole idea dies in your head again until the next time you will think about it, and then the whole cycle starts from the beginning. So let's change it today, because today I will show you how you can turn your CV or anything that vaguely looks like a career summary into a live, great-looking personal website. It could be even an old website that you already have that can be redesigned into a professional-looking modern website. We need no coding, no designing skills, no technical knowledge, and it's all for free. Just ChatGPT and some other tools that I will show you. And the best part, it takes you only 10 to 20 minutes, which means that after that time, you have a website that you can send to your boss, to your clients, friends, your mom, so they all can see that you can actually do and accomplish cool things. So let's get started. Okay, now let's look at the tools we'll use. First of all, as I mentioned, ChatGPT. This is where we will upload our CV and we'll ask ChatGPT to analyze it and to write a second prompt. The second prompt is for the next tool, which is called Bolt.new, and Bolt will take the second prompt and build a website. So basically, we go to ChatGPT and we ask, please write us a prompt for a website that we will use in Bolt, because Bolt is a tool that can program apps. Mostly it's used for websites. So we will have a website built in Bolt. And then the third step and the third tool is Netlify. And this is a company that can host your website, meaning that it makes the whole website reachable via a browser. So ChatGPT analyzes and writes a prompt, Bolt.new will program the website, and Netlify will host the website. And that's the whole process. And the good thing about Netlify is that it is seamlessly integrated into Bolt so that you can deploy your website after it's built with just one click. And now let's go into the details. First of all, let me show you a classical CV from a fictional person that I created. And as you can see, it looks quite standard, and most CVs would look like this, maybe with a better design. But the thing is, it is readable by the AI because it's text, and your CV might have a similar structure. Now let's go to ChatGPT. Okay, here we are at ChatGPT, and the first thing we'll do is we upload the CV, and then I will give ChatGPT a prompt. And this prompt basically says, I want to create a website in Bolt, give me a good prompt that you can use in Bolt with instructions on how the website should look. And of course, you pay attention that it's a well-designed website, and ChatGPT can write this prompt much better than we ever could. I will include this prompt also in the description so that you can just copy and paste it. So let's give it a go, and I expect a very long prompt because quality needs a lot of time and details. So now what we receive here is something that we will use in the next session of Bolt. Okay, now ChatGPT finished, and we just copy all of this where it says create a modern, elegant website. We copy all of these instructions, and then we go to Bolt.new and just paste it into this prompt. Hit enter, and then we just wait. Okay, he asks me, I think, to log in, but we don't need it. You might need to log in into Bolt, but actually, for testing purposes, you don't need it. But if you want to save your project, then of course you have to register, but it's all for free, so don't worry. And now we wait while Bolt is building our website. Okay, and here's the website. As you can see, there is a preview, and you can scroll down. And the interesting thing is that everything that was taken from the CV is represented in this website. And it's pretty cool. You know how much time is saved for design and for the programming. Basically everything that's in text form in the CV was transferred into this clean website. And now I give you one tip. You can actually run this prompt again, and what I would do is I would read the prompt that ChatGPT gave you. For example, I have this section which I don't really like. It says color suggestion, avoid blue anthracite. I don't know why, but you can easily change that. So you know what, let's copy the whole prompt, actually this whole thing, and then we opened another Bolt tab which has another text area for pasting the prompt. I paste it, but I will change up the suggestion for the color. It's here. Avoid blue anthracite. I will just remove that. And option 1, okay. Yeah, and then remove these two. And now let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so Bolt gave us a new version of a website. As you can see, it's different than this one. The new one shows more darker colors, while being actually a bit more colorful by using these pastel colors. To be honest, I like this one more, but to be very honest, I don't like both so much. But it depends on what kind of prompts you give ChatGPT and what kind of prompt ChatGPT gives you in return. So my prompt here was very short, but you can give it a prompt as complex as possible. You can tell ChatGPT what specifically you want so that ChatGPT takes this into account while writing the prompt for Bolt. And then you can try out quite many things, but keep in mind that Bolt gives you daily tokens. So if you run out of these tokens, you have to wait until next time, or of course you can pay. But anyway, let's take this version of the website because it looks nice and let's deploy it. So we click on publish. App is not published yet, and we go here. Now you can see that Bolt is working on the process. And as you can see, publish application to Netlify. So Netlify is already used in this step. As I said, it's kind of one-click publishing. Of course, it's a little bit more, but just wait a bit and then you see the results. All right, so here you see, this is the temporary URL. Technically, you can share this one already, and people will see what you see right now. The website is finished. But the URL sounds not really professional, I admit. So what we can do is we can use this link, as you can see, to transfer this Netlify project to your own account. You can use this claim URL and then you click on it. And in this step, you have to create an account at Netlify. It's necessary so that Netlify knows what projects you have and so that you can also change the settings in each project. Now you see claim this app, which means like tell Netlify that this website is yours. You click on claim, and I think you have to create an account before this step, but because I have an account already, I can do that. And now let's go to project configuration. As you can see, project name. But what we want to do is we want to change the URL. Change project name. And this is the cool thing. Now, the URL will always have this netlify.app suffix, but you can change this prefix to whatever you want. For example, Daniel, probably Daniel is not available. Let's just see. It's already taken. Okay, I'm design, for example. Let's save it. So now I changed the URL, at least in the big part, and that was not it. What I actually wanted to do is this one. I click on this URL, and you have to admit that this URL now sounds much more professional. This one you can share with everybody, with your boss, or imagine you apply for a new job. This URL you can now paste into the email or into your CV so that everybody can see it. And that's about it. You have now a clean and modern looking website. And as I mentioned, you can of course play with the prompts. You can modify this prompt, you can modify the prompt for Bolt. It's all up to you. It's just a matter of taste and time. But there's one thing I should add as well. Let's say you have this website, but you don't like everything that's on here. For example, let's say you don't actually have 15 plus years experience, but only 10. How do you do that? Now, you could go into the code preview and you can look for this code, for example, 15 plus, and you will see this text, and you can change this text whenever you find it. For example, here, 10 plus. I mean, it's a little bit like unusual to do it this way. It's actually not something that I would prefer. Instead, you can use this prompt again by saying it's actually 10 plus 10 plus years, not 15 plus. Can you change it? And then let's get him to work. And with this thing, you can also add new elements, you can remove elements, basically like you're talking to your programmer who can change things live on the server. And there we have it, 10 years of experience, and he should have replaced it in any spot we have the 15, yes, exactly, over 10 years. So as you see, it's like all AI, you know how to use ChatGPT, so the same way you can use Bolt to make modifications. But don't forget that when you do a change, you should publish it again, should update, so that hopefully this is also updated. Not yet, because probably, yes, we need some time to deploy. Okay, now as you can see, it is updated in this preview version. And also even here, yeah, I didn't even need to refresh. And as you can see, this could be your website already. It was super fast, super efficient, and as you can see, it's actually pretty fun to do that. It invites you to experiment a lot. Now, of course, you can spend more time to refine your result. You can change the prompt, you can switch the images, you can also replace the text that the AI gave you. It's up to you how much time you want to invest and how much time you need to make the website perfect. But I would say 90 to 95% should be done. If you enjoyed that, I would be happy about a like or even comments. I read the comments and I reply to them, so you can write about anything. You can just suggest a new topic, or you can tell me how I can improve this process. And with that, I wish you a very nice day or night. See you.